Hey YouTube, what's up? Bulba7772 here, and today I'm going to be doing my review of the Series 2 Minecraft action figures. So without further ado, let's get started. So I've already pretty much done a review of Diamond Steve. I'm not going to go over him again. He's got pretty basic articulation. I forgot what I rated him last time, but he pretty much has like a 9.5 out of 10. He's almost a perfect figure. Really great, really cool figure. But I'm going to be reviewing the Iron Golem and the Villager Blacksmith. So all of these figures pretty much have their flaws, and I'll go over that as I go over each figure. So I'll start with the Iron Golem, probably my favorite out of the two new ones. His articulation is he can move his head from side to side. The nose kind of restricts that. Arms go all the way around. The waist goes all the way around. And the feet go forward and backwards. So that's pretty much all of his articulation. He's a really cool figure, and I like him. I ended up picking this guy up at Toys R Us the other day, actually. I was surprised that they got him in, because my Toys R Us usually doesn't get this stuff in until later. And I was kind of upset that they didn't have the Blacksmith. I was thinking that the Blacksmith wasn't going to come out for a while, so I went ahead and opened this guy, but you know, little did I know, I go to Hot Topic the next day, and they have a villager there, so I picked him up for almost a whopping $15. It's a kind of spoiler alert for the end of my video. Not worth $15, maybe 10, 11, 12. I would wait, if you can wait for figures, if you're not like me and like, I have to have this immediately, then I would wait for him to be at Toys R Us or Target or something to where he gets cheaper. Like this Iron Golem. But the Iron Golem is really cool. You can see the nose kind of sticking out, the Squidwardy type nose. The pixelated paint job on him just looks incredible and looks really awesome. As you can see, it's kind of, I forgot what the word is, a little more subtle at the back of his head. It looks really great. You can see the vines going from the front of his right leg up the front of his right body over, kind of spread here, and then it kind of goes on his back a little. There's a little bit on his foot, obviously it's growing, and then some on his left hand. So a really cool figure, pretty blocky. Really, my concern about this are two things. First of all, if I can get him to stand. Here we go. I think that he looks kind of odd with the feet. I think that they should have made the feet a little bit longer, and I know that he's like this in game, but and I don't want him to like change how he looks from the game or anything, but I think that if they made the legs a little longer, I don't think that it would look different from the game whatsoever, and I think it would make the figure look a little bit better. They can have the hands seep a little bit down too, but like, he just has tiny, itty-bitty, stubby little legs for how thick his legs are and how big his body is. And I know that it's like that in-game, but it seems really weird on the action figure. I think that they probably should have just made him a little bit bigger, but I get it if they had to scale him down a little bit. Another picky thing is, you can see in his hand right here, let me try to focus. Here. You can see in his hand right here that it's kind of like, you know, the basic zigzag thing that is how they made all the characters' hands so far, except for the obvious Enderman and the Creeper who doesn't have it, but the Zombie, the Steves, those guys have the zigzag hands because they can hold the zigzag weapons. However, this flower has no zigzag on it, so it's kind of, I don't want to say difficult, because it's not difficult. It's just kind of awkward to put the flower in his hand, because he doesn't hold it too great, and the way he does hold it is like, you know, it's like this, and it seems a little bit awkward. But all in all, he's a really cool figure. I'll go over the block real quick. Standard block, same on all sides. You see the design, it's, you know, just exactly like it is in game. I think that these blocks are like a bit too big compared to the characters, but, you know, whatever, it doesn't really matter. It's pretty cool. So yeah, 9 out of 10 on that figure. He's a really cool figure. Just, you know, they probably could have done a couple of things to improve him, but hey, almost all figures can use improvement. There are barely any that are perfect. Unlike the NECA Dead Space 2 Isaac Clarke figure, that guy was perfect. So then we have the Villager Blacksmith. And pretty much the articulation on this guy is a head that rotates around 360 degrees. It's restrained by his nose once again, and also the cape. His arms go up and down like this. Really not much to it. His waist spins, his waist rotates around 360 degrees, just like Steve. And then his legs spin forward and backwards. Now, the odd thing about this is he doesn't really come with an accessory. They say that he comes with an accessory, his, quote, blacksmith apron. But really, it just kind of reminds me of a cape. And if it's vital to the figure itself, I really don't get why they included it as an additional accessory. It just seems kind of silly to me. It feels kind of like I got gypped, because this was the most I've paid for a Minecraft figure, and probably the least I got. Another thing that I don't like, and I get why they did this, is the hands connected together and everything. It feels a little bit light, and it feels a little bit cheap, to be honest. And I get why they did that, because he's supposed to have his hands together like that. But I think that they could have done it in such a better way. Like, if they had the hands disconnect or something, I don't even know. I'm not quite sure what I'm talking about. I don't know how they could have made it better, but I know that they could have made it better. But only slightly. So if we take the head off, we can go ahead and take the apron off, kind of being held there by the hands. Then we can put the head back on, and really they didn't put anything on his chest, and I don't like pay too much attention to villagers. I'm gonna go in game and see if he's like this later, but they didn't really add anything on his chest. No pixelated chest. Like every other part of him is pixelated. His back, his legs, his arms. Just it seems really odd to me. But I'm gonna end up getting a second one of each of these figures anyway, so I'll have one with the cape and one without. And here's what I'm going to do with the cape once I get the second one. I'm going to go ahead and take my Steve figure, which I'm trying to pull the head off of right now. Here we go. We decapitated Steve so that we could put the cape on him. We can put it on him as a, what did they say it was in the pack? Not a cape, an apron. We can put it on him as an apron, or we can put it on him as a cape. And I think that it looks kind of cool with him wearing a cape. So here is Steve with the cape. As you can see, there's a little itty-bitty space between his neck and his head. Turn him around, you can see the cape on his back. It fits perfectly. It's really cool. The cape part is it's pretty cool. But I don't like how they included it as the additional accessory, like as the sword or the flower of the pack, you know, type thing. Because it's necessary for the figure, for the blacksmith himself to wear it, I think. So it feels just kind of funny. And then the arm thing, I'm not a fan of. This feels like probably the most cheaply made Minecraft figure, and they sell these for a bunch. I think that, you know, they should put the price on them way down, like $6 or $7. I think is more than a fair price on them. But you know, I'm the fool who keeps paying double what I think I should pay for them anyway, just because I want them. So all in all, I would give each of these figures a 9 out of 10 rating. They're all just great figures. I have gotten 2 of each of the Series 1 figures. Minus Steve, I got one Steve Series 1, and then I got the Survival Pack Steve, so I still have 2 Steves. I got 2 Endermen, I got 2 Zombies, and I got 2 Creepers. I plan to get another one of the Animal Packs, and just like my trend, I plan to get another Iron Golem and another Villager. Just not yet. Because I like army building these guys. The Diamond Steve armor I don't see her. Need to get a second one. So yeah, I will pretty much finish by saying that these are all pretty nice figures. I would pick them up if you see them cheap enough and you want them. They're really cool. I think that I like the figures. Really nice figures. I will be reviewing the Spider Jockey set and the Steve with the Horse set in the Overworld pack. I think those packs will be really cool. Probably get 2 of the Spider Jockey sets too, for obvious reasons of wanting 2 of each mob. But yeah, if I had to assume what was coming in Series 3, or, you know, kind of put my opinion of what I think should be in Series 3, I think that they should put Tennis Steve, which is the second player for the Xbox. I think that they should put a player skin, but the king, kind of like they have in the Xbox or the Fallen Kingdom video. I think that they should put another Blacksmith in. And I think that they should put a Steve in either like steel armor, iron armor, something like that. Just some kind of armor they should have Steve in. Again, kind of make that the different skin wave, since Wave 1 pretty much was like hostiles, Wave 2 was friendlies. They should make Wave 3 like player skin waves. I think that'd be pretty cool. But that's pretty much it for my review. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more. These figures are really awesome. Bye.